Family.
Woo-hoo!
Hey. What's going on? This is your authentic love marriage moment. With who? Chaz
and Alicia.
And tonight, we got another one for you. I'm telling you, we got another awesome couple.
And here's another one.
And I'm telling you, they are on fire.
Yes.
And they on the front lines, and they are in the flow of making it happen for marriages.
And they have a marriage perspective for you guys.
So as you already know, we're still in our dating series, which this is going to be the last installment of our dating series. Now, at the end of the show, I'm going to let you know on what we're going to be working on next. But without further ado, we ready to kick this thing off. So I'm going to digress and let my wife introduce our special guest for tonight. Take it away, babe.
I'm so sorry that I keep cheesing. I am smiling. I'm excited. I am busting at the seams. We have no other than Dianeda and Tarik with Marriage Perspectives. Guys, they coming to us all the way from Washington, D.C. Woo! Please welcome to the screen. Hi, Dianeda. Hi, Tarik.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I can tell you, oh, man, God knows how to do this.
From ear to ear.
Yeah, God knows how to put this thing together, and I'm telling you, even though we haven't met each other that long, but hey, our spirits are in line with God's will and God's purpose. Yeah. So therefore, we've been knowing each other.
Yeah, there you go. Family. Yeah.
We're in the same army, the marriage army.
There it is. So just to let you guys know, for our viewing audience, we've been talking about dating, okay? And in our conversations with the dating series, we go all the way back to where when we were single, and we've had purpose to where we meet someone who has the same spirit that we have, and we go from the dating period all the way into marriage, and we talk about the purpose that God has put us in. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and kick it off, and we're gonna let y'all have the floor with this question here. Tell us about you. Tell our audience what you do, and we're gonna go from there.
Good stuff.
All right.
So my name is Tarik. I've been married for 22 years. It'll be 23 years in August. Yes. We have three beautiful daughters, 29, 27, and 18.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Yes, two beautiful grandkids, Dylan and Dallas. Yes, boy and girl. So I
You
got
don't
my
even
boy.
look like grandparents.
Oh yeah, yeah. And so I'm a truck driver. I drive trucks professionally.
Okay.
I'm Dianeda. I'm his amazing wife who he chose 22 years ago. Actually, I'm going to say 26. We've been together for 26 years.
Okay.
All right.
I am in the field of dentistry, everything dental. Whatever you say
Love
dental, it's me. I love it. I've been doing it for 27 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
I have
And
some questions later.
okay. And we
Offline.
offline. Got you. And we also own a child care center.
Wow.
Yes, we have a center that we house 78 kids.
Amazing.
Yes, and we also have a cleaning company.
Go ahead on Marriage Perspectives.
Yes, and Marriage Perspective was just God ordained.
It's just our
This
baby.
is just something that God has just allowed us to step into wholeheartedly, and we do not take it lightly at all. We are governed by God. Everything, we do, we reference him in it. I am also ordained elder in the Lord's church.
Amen.
And
All right.
we're here to slay any marriage demon, devil, or whatever. I go and pray. I go to war.
Thank you. Amen.
Marriage Perspective came about. Marriage Perspective is God's principle, our perspective.
Mhm.
And so everything that we do is led by God. We pray before, after anything that requires a decision. After anything,
Yes.
Mhm.
there's not a day that goes by where we're not thinking about marriages,
Yes.
couples, because especially us being married young and in this area, you don't see marriages coming and going, but marriages have been under attack.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So it takes soldiers, it takes people like us to come together, to unite. Like I said, you all in Atlanta, we're in DC. So, there has to be a partnership.
Yes. And what we found in our counseling sessions that a lot of people look at marriage as a destination and not
Mhm.
marriage is a journey every day. It's something
Yes.
different. When you step into it, you have to make sure you step into it with the right perspective, the right mind, and making sure that everything is done and led that God is ordering your steps. So.
All right.
All right. So the Marriage Perspective, and I love where you said you have to. It's not a destination, but it's a journey every day. So I love that. So tell us more about you guys' journey, and because I heard you say that you guys got married at a young age.
Yes.
So we got married. I was 24. She was 23.
Yes.
And we both we met. So if I can tell you how we met.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
we literally met. So growing up in DC, in the early or mid or 90s, there was a culture. And so we met in an alley.
Literally
in the alley. Yeah, it was like kind of like the hangout spot. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
No-go music, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go music.
And it was love at first sight. I mean, literally. I was with a couple of my buddies, and she was getting out the car, and I mean, we made eye contact, and I can tell, and I know it was love at first sight because when she was looking in my direction, all of my friends kind of turned around at me, and they was like, "Oh, nah, dog, you can't. You're not going to be able to do nothing with that." They was just like, "Okay."
Yes.
Yeah, it was just
Because,
like, "Okay."
I was 8 months pregnant.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I was 8 months pregnant. I was in a very abusive relationship and I was crying for help to get out and didn't know how. So I always say that God sent him. He was my angel.
Yes.
And he literally sent him down. It was like a ray of shine, like this light shining right here.
Yes.
Was literally like that. And I was like, wow. And ever since that first sight connection, I think it was like a week later, someone introduced us and we have been together ever since.
Praise God. That's beautiful. Man, that's an awesome story.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. With
So-
God's grace.
So when he met you, you were 8 months pregnant, and God showed you that was your wife.
Yes.
That's awesome. All right, Mary and
Right. Yeah.
Mary and Joseph.
Right. Yeah. Right. Right.
But the other thing to that, how was that journey?
It was crazy
It
because
was
in the
crazy.
beginning, there were some obstacles that I had to overcome because the father was still in her life.
Mhm.
And so, there was some situations that could have potentially been dangerous.
Yes.
You know,
Right,
in that situation, right. But thankfully I was covered. Thankfully we were covered.
Right.
If I can share, can
Yes,
I?
yes.
It was a very trying time.
Mm,
Okay. Where Tarik almost lost his life.
mm,
I was really trying to get away from the situation
mhm.
and get out, and I did restrainer orders. I did everything, but this particular person was very angry
And
He-
aggressive.
and aggressive.
Yeah.
And so one day he and I was at my mom's house,
Mhm.
and I had I think I just I was in dental school,
Mhm.
and I had just came home, and I laid down, and Tarik was sitting on the side of the bed, and he was massaging me.
Right.
We didn't, pay no time. I was, relaxing, and I dozed off, and all I heard was him screaming. And I looked up, and it was the person, and he was stabbing him. Yes, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And he got up, and they ran, and I didn't know what to do, and I immediately began to pray. I always had a relationship with God.
Mhm. Mhm.
Always
Right.
had a relationship with God.
Mhm.
And I immediately began to pray. He went running down the street, and my prayer, when I tell you, when I say I went in, I went in.
Mhm.
And so we just thank God. So there was hurdles, and that hurdle right there brought us closer together. It was like, you know what? We're coming in, and we're not allowing this to divide us. By no means necessary. And it was a challenge. It really was, but the devil was defeated.
Sure was, and still is.
Still is. Yes, it still is. Yes.
Still is.
So I want to go into while you guys you had a long dating experience.
Yes.
So I want to know, when did the purpose and the calling that was on your lives, when did that come into place? Because I know by you were dating, God had dropped his call in your hearts.
Mhm.
And I know that, aside from the father being in your life, the tragic, attempt to take your life, Tarik, but I know right then God connected you all together for a purpose. So take us into when you guys started discussing that, what did it come in within the dating phase, or did it come shortly after you guys were married?
Nice. Good question.
It is a great question. Yeah.
That's a good question. But
Mhm.
I honestly think that it came in the dating phase. And I'm going to tell you why.
Come on.
When God positions someone in your life, there is levels to it. And you have to look and see, is this person making me a better person? How, or, you have to, there's measurements and things that you have to do. And so I didn't go to dental school because I wanted to go to dental school.
Mhm.
I went because we had these conversations. What is our life going to look like? We're here right now. He pushed me in that arena,
Beautiful.
and vice versa. I pushed him in arenas. We sharpened each other, and we knew that there was a greater cause for us beyond what our circumstances was telling us, because our circumstance, if we stayed in what our circumstances had, we wouldn't be together, and God would have no part of it at all. Right. And so I believe, and I think when we really acknowledged it was when he actually asked me to marry him. It's like, this is real.
This is real. Yes.
This is real. And God, you are aligning all of this to be, because everything just aligned. It just aligned. It wasn't a fight with it. It was just us choosing to move in agreement.
That's it. It was a choice. That's it.
It was the choice. So
if I can add on, I think we always, even from the beginning, knew that this is what we wanted. I think we always, and where in my mind, always knew that she was going to be my wife. Period.
Oh, beautiful.
I always knew that. Yeah, thank you. And so I didn't allow things to stop that mindset, to stop, I'm going to get in the way. Now, of course, there was some, situations where it's like, is this the right thing? I'm young, am I doing the right thing? I still got to feel like inside my mind is telling me, I still got more living to do, but my heart is like, nah, dog, this it,
Yeah.
And so, I think that, for me, it was just there from the beginning. And I think it just got strengthened, as events happened, whether it was good or bad. Yeah. As people came into our lives and poured into us and kind of opened our eyes a little bit more to like, wow, she really is here through the thick and thin. She really is here for me. And she really does love me. So those things like really pushed me and put a period, a concrete on like, this is my right. Girl here.
And from the birth of marriage perspectives, I think that came when so we got married in a Catholic church. I was Catholic and he's Baptist. And in a Catholic community, they just want you to marry in the church, then you can transition.
Okay.
And so did that. And so I said, I have to follow my husband. Right. Mm-hmm. And so in following him, it for me was really, really hard in the beginning. I'm gonna tell you why, because I have a backstory, right? And I left home at 13. And so I was always an independent person.
Right.
And so following this man who I know God sent, he's my angel, but still, how do I know he's gonna make these right decisions? Mm-hmm. And so we visit several churches. We did that. And one day we were at our particular church and he got up and he said, we're joining. And I was, what?
Like, really?
And so from that moment, I had to follow. This is it. You got to follow him.
Yeah.
And so in following him, we saw how people was coming. We just were living our life. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing. We love each other, genuinely love each other.
Yes, genuinely.
They saw it.
People saw that.
And they saw it, and they would come and ask us, what are you guys doing? Like, how do you do this? And I'm like, how do we do what? That's my husband. I'm his wife. This is how we do. And mind you, we did do premarital counseling, but we made a choice. Like, we're going to do this. This is what we're going to do. And I think at that moment with everybody, spying out our liberty.
Spying out.
Oh. Yeah. Our liberty and saying and wanting to know, what are we doing? I said, we have something to share. Mm-hmm. This is bigger than us.
Just us. Yeah.
Right.
It's bigger than us. And so from that moment, we just continue to make sure we walk right, not only with God, but we share our ugly moments. We share our good moments. We are open book here. There's no secrets. We'll share. Now, can you handle it?
Yes.
Can you handle it? So I think that's for me, that's where the birth of marriage perspectives came from. Now, over the years, we just were like you said earlier, Alicia, we were just grabbing things, just pulling it together. Like, wow, this helped us through this. How do we get over this? So we can go and show somebody else how to get over this. If we got over this.
Yes. You can live through it.
You can live through it.
You
Yes.
can live through it.
Yes. And remain married.
Yes.
So that's where the first moment for me with Marriage Perspectives is when I decided to follow my husband.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
He said, "Oh, baby." he almost kissed her. He
Right.
So we can you guys tell our viewers how to find you?
Yeah. So
Before you do that,
Okay.
we want to go and we'll save that. But we want to go into this question here.
Oh, he has more questions. Sorry.
Yeah, marriage.
Yes, bring them.
Yeah, marriage perspective, right?
Uh-huh.
That's your business. I have a unique question that I'd like to ask you. So far, right now, our clientele is coming in to where married couples who live together but not married. Okay.
So dating couple.
Yeah, they're
Dating and engaged. Sorry.
They're dating.
Okay.
They're dating and engaged, but they live together.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to know, you've come across that because I'm pretty sure you guys come across that like we do. How do you minister to that couple that, they're married and engaged, but they live together and they are ready to pursue marriage after several years of being together and already have a family? I like that. Good stuff.
That's a really good question. You wanna start?
Yeah, I'll start. So I like to, not to get off, but I like to talk directly to the men.
Yes, sir.
Sessions. I like to look them square in the eye and talk to them. And from a man's point of view, not saying that because you already have a ready-made family, you might as well go ahead and continue on with it. But you do have a ready-made family. Don't destroy something that you've already made, created. Feed your family. Protect your family.
Mm-hmm.
Marry that woman, especially if you're already engaged. Don't allow outside influences to come in and destroy, distract, or divulge, turn you away from what it is you already know your mission is. Because if you've been with someone for years, you have a family, you have kids, you probably have, businesses, maybe real estate. Just continue to look for other couples that have the same goal. That's number one. Seek God. Look for other couples that have the same mission and goal that you have, and run with it. I mean, get you some mentors, get you some people that can godly point to you, not just call me when you're having a problem, or call me when you. Of course, call me when you have, but call me when you're having a good day. Call me when your kids get ready to graduate. Let's set up these relationships with people that again have your main goal and purpose and your insight.
So I would add, talking to both the women and men, be intentional.
Oh,
that is
hope.
Time out.
You can continue after we tell you this.
Okay.
There's two words that
came to us this year.
Came to us this year is being intentional and deliberate.
Woo!
Yes.
Okay, you can continue.
Yes. So I say be intentional, right? So as women, we are already a wife, right? And so being intentional, knowing how you are going to separate, because right now you're a wife, but right now you're living as a girlfriend, right? Mm-hmm. So being intentional, understanding your duties and your responsibilities as a wife, building that up, making sure that you bring in prayer into your home. Mm-hmm. I'm a demon slayer. Like he said, call me when you having a problem, when you're not having a problem, because we're going to pray. We're going to pray through that. But for women, I feel like we get so caught up on routines and we miss the mark of what being intentional on what we need to do in our household. And I say that because we get up, we go to work, we take care of the kids, we do this, we do that, but we miss that. And it is almost where you setting yourself up to have a marital drift before you step into marriage.
Wow.
Right? And so being intentional, understanding what it means to step into that wife, because once you set your mindset and change your perspective that you're a wife, it's going to happen. God is going to convict that man. It's going to happen. He's going to say, I don't want the big weight. Let's go to the courthouse.
Hey!
Yeah.
Immediately.
Immediately, it's going to happen. And so I feel like when we shine the spotlight on ourselves, on who we are, and for that man to know, like, God sent this woman to you, being in the same household together and doing all of the duties of that, don't get complacent where you're stepping into that marital drift before you even get married. So let's do the things that you're going to do before you're married so they can continue after you're married. So you won't have that marital drift. Be intentional.
Love it.
Wow. And it's, man, you guys you hit it, because you're already in a marriage relationship anyway. The only difference is there's not the license, there's not the last name, and there's not a crowd of witnesses or, anything that goes with marriage, but you're living the lifestyle of marriage, right? So, when you are doing that for a long period of time, a lot of times you miss a step, It's like, okay, when you miss that step, you kind of like, where did this come from? Then you start using excuses where we're not married, as if marriage is like this big thing that's
far
out
off
there,
and never
off,
land.
To where you have to be so perfect to be married. Right. But at the same time, you're living the lifestyle.
Right.
And that's where the education comes in at, to where it's like, okay, hey, finish the process. There's a greater reward in it from God when you finish the process, to where the husband is blessed, the wife is blessed, and the children are blessed. Great stuff.
Can I speak to that?
Yes.
The difference, it's not just a piece of paper. It's not that you're just going to the courthouse. The difference is the favor that's placed upon your life.
There you go.
Says, when a man findeth a wife, he find a favor. Yeah. He find a good thing. He find a favor, right? And so what a lot of households don't understand is you're just keeping yourself separated from what God really has in store for you and your spouse.
Yes.
That's it. So when you come in agreement and you say, you know what, we're going to be equally yoked. We're going to go and we're going to understand and follow God's covenant by being husband and wife. In this house, challenge everyone who is living as a boyfriend and girlfriend under the same roof. I challenge you to seek counsel and to go. I challenge you to seek counsel to understand what it is that you have, so y'all can live this life forevermore. And so you can understand the favor that's placed upon your life. Because until you step into that covenant, you don't know the favor that God has on your life. You don't know which doors are going to open right now. You're just walking to that brick door and it's closed. And he's saying, you can knock all you want. I'm not going to let you in.
That's right.
Well,
we ain't going to give you no crack or nothing. You're not coming in.
The question that I asked, the question that I was going to ask, you already went into the flow. The question was, that I was going to ask is, encourage the listeners, give them some of the encouragement. You already went into it.
Okay? You encourage them to be married.
So the spirit already knew what kind of question I was going to ask, because you went right into it. So Tarik, you give your encouragement piece to the viewing audience on the same thing. Go ahead.
Marriage is a beautiful thing. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Like Dianeda said, it's not a destination, but it's a journey. You know, it's not a marathon, and it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Daily, every day, I wake up every day, thank God, and then I choose to love her. Whether it's, I'm not saying that we just have this happy, just blissful, Disney World marriage. No, at all. Just yesterday, I think she was ready to push me out the car. So,
last week, last week.
It was
right.
Last Saturday.
Yeah. And so, you have these moments. And so one thing I've learned, and I think that has helped me, as upset as I can get, I never allow it to, view or change my thought, my view of her, my view of marriage, my view of anything, because like I said, this is my girl. We've been through so much, so many ups and downs. It's exactly what we made it. It's exactly what we prayed for. We're continually growing. We're continually moving forward. We're continually encouraging people. So my encouragement would be to, for those that are looking to get married, engaged, that are married, continue to love your spouse, continue to pray for your spouse, continue to encourage your spouse, uplift them daily, continue to speak life into them, continue to, be a listening ear. You don't always have to have a word. Sometimes you just have to listen. Continue to be a shoulder to cry on and lean on. Continue to be a cheerleader. Continue to be who God called you to be in your marriage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful. You said something that this is my girl. This is my girl right here. And it's just something about them red bones.
Hey,
right?
hey, listen, brother. Hey. Hey, listen, man. Hey.
I need to get yours and I'm gonna get mine.
It's something about them, man.
Already, brother. Yes, sir.
You can't let them go.
Can't let them go.
So, right. So, with that being said, thank you so much for your time, taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us tonight. We'd like for you to give us a little bit of information on where the viewing audience can find you and locate you if they need to get in contact with you.
Yes.
So on Instagram, it's Marriage Perspectives with an S.
With the underscore.
With an underscore, right? Marriage _perspectives with an S.
We also have what is it? A website. It's www.marriageperspectives.com. All one word. It is going under a little reconstruction right now, but it's still open while it's under reconstruction. Also, our personal on Instagram, we are I'm Shorts Girl. Yes,
it's SHORTSGYRL, and then I'm Short the Trucker. It's Short DA Trucker, Short the Trucker, and then Shorts Girl. Those are our personal Instagram pages. And our Facebook page is my name, Tarik TARIK Short, and hers is Dianeda DIANEDA Short.
I
understand.
And we will have all that information as well, guys, at the end.
You'll see it. You'll see it on your screen. You should see it on the screen right now.
Yes.
So, but hey, Dianeda, Tarik, babe, give your last few words. Oh my God.
I just have to say it was a divine connection.
Yes, I believe that.
When I scroll, when I click on Instagram and I go to Marriage Perspectives, I'm like, man, that is a thought. And then I looked, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to reach out to this couple, this dynamic couple, and see if they will come on and grace our audience. And you guys have blew this interview out the water. Last thing I would like to say is that Marriage Month is in June, and you guys will be invited back. So please.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, again, family, I'm telling you, we hit the we hit the ball out of the park with this one on the last day of our dating series for the month of February. And again, as my wife said, this couple is going to grace our studios again in the month of June.
Thank you, sir.
We've donated June as marriage month because a lot of weddings and everything starts taking place there. Again, you should see all of their contact information there on your screen. We really have fell in love with these guys. I'm telling you, they experience so much. And I'm telling you, it is phenomenal. So, Shorts, we're going to take you back to our virtual green room, okay, and then we're going to bring you back after the show is over. Thank you so much for gracing our studio.
Thank you. God
you
bless.
guys in a minute.
Okay, we'll see you guys in a minute. All right. So, family,
what did we see? Did you see why I was cheesing? Why I couldn't even contain myself? Why I was busting at my seams? I'm telling you, we had no idea how powerful and impactful this couple was going to be. Only thing we knew is that there was a divine connection, a divine intervention. It was so divine. Actually, like Chad said, we just fell in love with the Shorts. They are phenomenal, and we cannot wait to see where this relationship goes from here.
and hey, we have a few of our people that we coached in the DC area. Hey, check these guys out.
Check them out. If you're in DC, these are our recommendations. Check them out.
All right. Again, hey, if you are watching on our social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, little short clips on Instagram, wherever you are watching us, all right, hit that share button, like, comment, subscribe to this channel. I guarantee you we're going to be coming with some more heat in the next few months. All right. So what we're going to do starting next month in March, we're going to go over the 7 levels of marriage. Okay. No, my bad. I'm sorry. We're going to go over the 7 love languages. That's what we're going to talk about. Stay tuned to us for next month as we go over the first installment of the 7 love languages. All right. So again, we'll see you guys next week. Any final words, babe?
You know what my final words are.
Don't forget to authenticate your marriage. All right. Till next week, guys. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.